Hello everybody, Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. In this video, we've got Golden Bachelor cast rumors. That's right, that's Matt James' mom. She's been rumored in talks to appear on the spinoff that is for seniors. That's the Golden Bachelor airing. Well, I don't know when it's airing, but it should be filming this late summer and maybe airing in the fall. We'll get into all of that. Do me a favor, follow me on Instagram at @dneals. I post my stand-up show updates there. I'll be in New York City tonight. That's right, tonight at 7 o'clock at New York Comedy Club. There are discounted tickets. You can go to the link in the bio below, linktree.com/Dave Neal. They just added a very well-known comedian, Hasan Minhaj. If you don't know Hasan Minhaj, he's a very funny comedian out there. He's going to be on our show, along with a lot of other of my very funny friends, so they'll be there tonight. There are a few tickets left, probably a couple dozen. It's a small, great comedy club in the heart of New York City. And also every afternoon, Bachelor Rush Hour, the hit podcast. I've got a couple Driving with Daves that'll be airing on Bachelor Rush Hour coming up pretty soon. One of them was on Bachelor in Paradise recently, a fan favorite of the show. I'll let you know who that is. And another has you know what? They're both musical. Let's put it that way. So if you want to speculate who that'll be, you can do that. And also, I wanted to give you guys an update on yesterday's video. Bachelor supports Pride. Haters unfollow. Look at this. We lost 9 subscribers. I think this is important because actually one of the people that posted in support of Pride, well, what happened is this. Bachelor Nation Instagram account posted a video saying, hey, we support love in all forms. Go out there and whatever. And for some reason, people think that we're indoctrinating the youth and all these other things, and they turn it into something that is not fear-based, of course. Well, some of the people that were in the Bachelor Nation video that have hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram told me they lost up to 2,500 Instagram followers the day they posted that. Now, our channel only lost 9. So clearly we are, clearly if people were going to unfollow me, they would have already done so or maybe forgot. But either way, it's a big credit to everyone out there that believes in a lot of love and equality and things like that I do. I think there should be a Pride Month. I think there should be a Veterans Day. I think we can have all these other things in there, and I think we're all okay to do that. All right, and speaking of finding love, Bachelor star Matt James' mom in talks to appear on spinoff for seniors. There she is. Her name's Patty, and she's searching for love, or she might be searching for love on the new show, which is interesting when I saw this news, because obviously Matt James had such a big falling out with The Bachelor, because of the way they treated him and and Rachael Kirkconnell, not necessarily the producers that did that, but they stoked a different culture war. And again, by that I mean Rachael Kirkconnell, of course, had the controversy, and she could have apologized or addressed it sooner, but what the producers want to do is wait till after the final rose, and it became bigger, and it was a wildfire that broke out. And unfortunately, it's kind of like, in the news world, you should never hold on to a news story. Like, you're not allowed to do that. It's not ethical. If a news story comes out, you talk about it. You don't hold it till it's convenient. But of course, that's what the producers did. All right. So anyway, so I'd be surprised if Matt James would let his mom get exposed to the wrath of Bachelor Nation. But we'll have to see. Maybe there's been a promise there that they're not going to do anybody dirty. That would be the worst for Golden Bachelor, is if they get into the petty drama. It's like, I don't know why, but it's like, all right, you know what? We let a bunch of 25-year-olds get into the petty drama, but there's something, if there's a 65, 72-year-old, it's like, really? They've lived a long life. Can we let them just try to find happiness in its current form? The mother of Bachelor star Matt James may be following in her son's footsteps on her path to find love. We hear that is primed to join the Golden Bachelor, ABC's new dating contest for the 60 and over crowd later this year. Matt's mom, Patty, is speaking with producers about competing on the new season. Now, the reason why I would believe this is because Bachelor producers clearly are going to be looking for people that have a storyline that is relative to cast members we already know about. It's much easier to get people tuned in if it's Matt James' mom and Tyler Cameron's dad, whatever. You know what I mean? Matt made history as the first Black Bachelor when he appeared on season 25 of the hit show back in 2021. His mom became a fan favorite after appearing at the beginning of the season and during the finale. She said she was doubtful that her son would get engaged to any of the women, and ultimately he ended up dumping Rachael Kirkconnell after past racist behavior surfaced. But perhaps his mom will have better luck with the show's latest franchise. ABC announced its senior citizen spinoff at the network's upfronts last month. The network describes the series as a whole new kind of love story, one for the golden years. Yeah, they've been trying to get this love story off the ground for so long, and now that we still have a Writers Guild strike happening, shows that don't involve union writers, such as The Bachelor, will be very valuable to networks because they're not going to have the youngest Sheldon in the prepubescent Sheldon out there. So they're going to need different love stories that are not scripted. A synopsis of the new series explains the women arriving at the mansion have a lifetime of experience living through love, loss, and laughter, hoping for a spark that ignites a future full of endless possibilities. In the end, will our man turn the page to start a new chapter with the women of his dreams? We'll have to find out. So yeah, again, this is a big nothing burger from Page 6, of course, peddling in the gossip and drama. But I don't know if they would have made this story. I mean, it's such a random article to make. I don't know if they would have pulled this out of thin air. And maybe Matt James' mom is in talks to appear on the spinoff. But good luck to her if she does. Now, speaking of Matt James, he posted this TikTok. Let's watch it.
Cheese party.
Is there cheese on my face? Okay.
Yeah, not gonna waste any time. We got straight to it with the pappardelle ragu. They also had the exact same dish, but with duck. A duck pappardelle dish that went stupid.
So this is a food blog that Matt James and Rachael Kirkconnell have posted today on his TikTok, Matt James 9191, and it looks fantastic. Of course, Matt James and Rachael Kirkconnell have been hungry caterpillars eating their way through New York City's fine dining and cuisine, and I got a problem with that. I think that's great for them. The reason why I'm sharing this is because it has been rumored and talked about that Matt and Rachael are no longer together. She's on vacation with her family. We've covered this, I don't want to say ad nauseum, maybe not as much as a Tayshia and Zach Clark scenario, but it's been an interesting one to talk about because they did live so much of their life on social media and as of late have not really had too much to share with each other. Matt James, of course, we shared in yesterday's video, was spotted in DC. Demois said he was looking super single, whereas other people had mentioned, yeah, we ran into Matt James and he actually talked about a restaurant he frequents with his girlfriend, Rachael Kirkconnell. So it's probably that they're doing okay, but of course fans are speculating. So after Matt James posted this TikTok and Instagram, Rachael Kirkconnell responded, "Pasta party," which of course is not necessarily her saying, "I love you dearly," but it is stoking the conversation. Are they still, and maybe this, whenever I ask a question, we need to have our X-Files music. Are they still dating or have they departed each other and are still commenting on each other's Instagram posts because they're contractually obligated to? This and more on today's episode of Where in the World is Matt James and Rachael Kirkconnell? Okay, so either way, I'm even annoying myself. So that's what we have on them, and we'll have to see. In other news, do we have time for other news? Yeah, we'll do one more. Here's a picture from Bachelor in Paradise. Blake Horstman is shared. He said a little throwback. Now here's the photo, and Blake Horstman does a great job of getting us to talk. He said, "We got a night off in Vegas and all went to the Beatles show. Crazy to see where we all are in our lives now. Marriages, kids, jobs, some still on the show. Some charged with crimes." Interesting. So who here is charged with crimes? I don't know everyone here. We've got Becca Kufrin's ex, Garrett, right here. We've got Colton Underwood right there, not charged with a crime, although, very close he could have. Leo DeTavio here, no crimes charged. Oh, maybe, I hate to say who it could be because I don't know everyone in the photo, but Brad, this is actually Brad. He's a stand-up comedian friend of mine here, producer, and then Jason Tartik. I don't, after Garrett, a couple of these other guys, I'm not quite remembering, but I don't know, leave a comment. I hate to speculate. If you don't know who it is that's charged with a crime, don't comment, but maybe you guys do know. I've covered so many stories here. I would hate to venture a guess. Well, that is your daily update on Matt James and Rachael Kirkconnell. And some of the comments, Sarah said, "Rumors squashed. I knew they weren't true." And I'm sure other people are like, well, someone said, "I knew they weren't also, but I was low-key freaking out inside because he kept doing food reviews without her." And of course, other people have said, well, Rachael Kirkconnell, and we'll go to her page right now just to see if she's posted anything. Other people said, well, Rachael Kirkconnell isn't with him. She's on vacation. Why could she be on vacation and not him? Like, what could it possibly be that's so important that he didn't make it to vacation with her? And she's got no post today on her Instagram stories. But again, as we shared earlier, posted a carousel of her. I mean, you guys see looking beautiful, just absolutely radiant here in the, I believe, St. John in the Virgin Islands here. And then Matt James had posted on there. So I don't know what people want. Some had said, you know what? Matt and Rachael could literally be posting photos of their honeymoon, and people will be like, well, it feels like they're, doing this for the gram. And maybe they are, and maybe they're not. And we'll have to find out how it all plays out. I'll be playing it out today, stand-up comedy that is, tonight at New York Comedy Club. I have a show Friday night in the Village in New York City and a couple other shows. DM me if you want to know the information on that, or you can go to our Facebook page, Dave Neal's Community. Also, if you want to donate some bread into the old tip jar, go to patreon.com/Dave Neal. And if you don't want the folks who are trying to cancel us, if you don't want them to win, help us out. We lost 9 subscribers here on the channel, so let's get 9 new Patreon members. How about that? You know what I mean? I think love can prevail here. All right, folks, more content coming to you all right after this.